KY3 News continues.
Good morning. We'll get some sunshine for our Friday.
Brandon's here with the temps heading into the weekend.
Yeah, they're not exactly going to warm up a ton, but we are going to be a little better today thanks to the sunshine, which may not happen for everybody. We'll talk about that in more detail here in a bit. It's cold out there. Rollins at 21. 24 in Mountain Grove, 6 in Springfield, and then it's up to 30 actually in Mountain Home. They jumped one. Most everybody else has dropped off a bit. And yep, there's a breeze. Wind chill mostly in the teens this morning. Top spot or bottom spot, Rolla at 11. It feels like 18 in Springfield. Now the good news is most of us with some sun, temps are going to come up slightly, but the wind may be a little stronger than yesterday. So all in all, you're still going to want the coat for sure. Temps in the upper 20s through 7:30. Sun's up, clear skies for a while. 31 at 9:30. We should go to about 37 in the noon hour and likely into the 40s for an afternoon high. There are going to be some cooler spots over the weekend, maybe even a few snowflakes. Stay tuned for the full forecast in about 10 minutes.
Thanks, Brandon. Our top story, a high-speed police chase across 2 cities overnight.
It started in Republic, ended in Northeast Springfield. KY3's Kate Alt live with the latest. Kate.
Yeah, what we are able to confirm right now from the Republic Police Department is that there was a chase that started in Republic, ended up here in Northeast Springfield, and a Republic police car was damaged in that pursuit around Glenstone and I-44 area. That one of the cars there was damaged, and we do not know the extent of the injuries of the person who was in that car, but the car was damaged, and we are also able to confirm that one person was arrested, and police are not looking for anyone else. But this is an ongoing investigation, so more information will be coming out throughout the day today and as they continue their investigation as well. Where we are right now is the Greens apartment, again up here on Northeast Springfield, and just behind me is I-44, and you also might be able to see, still pretty dark out here, but you might be able to see some damage to the fence that goes along the back side of the property here at the apartment complex, and there are also some tire marks and some damage to the grass here as well. So this is one of the areas involved in this pursuit, and we believe this is around the spot where the person who was arrested ditched the car and then crossed I-44 on foot before he was arrested. We do have video of that arrest, so we can confirm that that person has been arrested, but we do not know if there was anyone else in the car or anyone else involved in this pursuit, and they just have not been arrested or charged yet. So again, Northeast Springfield is where the chase ended. That person was arrested on Nearguard Avenue by Ozarks Food Harvest, and the chase started in Republic, so the Republic Police Department will be the agency handling the investigation from here on out. So they'll hopefully be able to provide us more information about the officer's condition who was involved in the wreck during this pursuit, and also more about how the pursuit originally got started and why this person was running. Live in Springfield, Kate Alt, KY3 News.
Kate Alt reporting live for us there. Thank you, Kate. Also breaking overnight, fire damaged a Kirbyville home early this morning. That home is on Trumpet Circle, just off Highway 76. The Central Taney County Fire District says the homeowners were not home when that fire started about 2 o'clock this morning. Firefighters did rescue 3 dogs from inside. You see one of the dogs there, very happy to be rescued. No word yet on what sparked the flames. Another fire broke out last night, this one destroying a popular flea market in Hickory County. KY3 viewer Dylan Hedgepath sent us this video from Highway 64 in Hermitage. Near Hermitage, we're told the A to Z flea market is a total loss. No word yet on what sparked the fire. No injuries reported.
A former Fort Leonard Wood man faces 30 years in prison for sexual abuse. 67-year-old Paul Kickery pleaded guilty this week to abusing a 6-year-old girl. Court documents show the child's father called police to report the abuse, which happened in 2013 and 2014. Kickery and the girl lived in the same Fort Leonard Wood home at the time.
The NTSB will be in Christian County today. Investigators will try to figure out what caused a small plane to crash near Ozark. 2 people are recovering this morning after that small plane went down at a private airstrip. You see it there. Investigators do believe the plane came in too low, clipped power lines, flipped, and landed on its top.
More than a dozen dogs will go to a St. Louis shelter today after one in Texas County closed because of money problems. The Houston Animal Shelter says the bank is allowing them to keep several cats and a dog until those animals are adopted through the shelter's Facebook page.
The Senate is holding hearings on President Trump's cabinet nominees. KY3 Washington correspondent Alex Miller looks at the controversial Education Department nominee.
She will likely become the next education secretary, but Betsy DeVos has yet to earn a passing grade with Senate Democrats.
She has almost no experience in public education.
DeVos's sole confirmation hearing allowed each committee member one 5-minute round of questioning. And Democrats like Wisconsin Senator Tammy Baldwin say that's not enough. They sent this letter to Chairman Lamar Alexander this week, requesting an additional hearing. That request was almost immediately denied.
She couldn't answer some very basic questions about our kindergarten through 12th grade system. And frankly was stumped on a number of questions about higher education.
But some Republicans feel differently. Senator Ron Johnson believes her work advocating school choice and voucher programs means she's the right person to lead the department.
Her dedication to making sure that children in the inner city have the opportunity to learn, to have a good education is that foundational building block.
DeVos says she will be a strong advocate for public schooling, but that she wants more choices for families.
I'm a firm believer that parents should be empowered to choose the learning environment that's best for each of their individual children.
Her opinions seem to fall more in line with Governor Scott Walker's initiatives for a voucher program. Walker also expanded programs promoting privately run charter schools back in 2015.
The answer is local control and listening to parents, students, and teachers.
DeVos's committee vote will be next Tuesday. If she passes out of committee, the Senate will vote on her confirmation. In Washington, Alex Miller reporting.
All right, thank you, Alex. Maria has her lighter ready because tickets go on sale today to see the classic rock band Journey.
I wish I had one.
Lying beside you, here in the dark.
Maria says the ballads are her favorites.
I
Right?
like, doesn't this remind you of those school dances?
It does.
And the
yes.
awkward dancing? Yes.
I wanted to hear
Agreement
it.
in the studio.
I wanted to hear it. Any way you want it. I like the more rockin' ones. They'll be in Springfield this summer at JQH. Wheel in the Sky. Yeah.
Yeah.
The July 3rd concert will be their first performance in the Queen City since 1980. That's when Steve Perry sang in the band. Tickets range from $35 to $99. You can get them starting at 10 o'clock this morning. Just visit. Here's the big.
Can you read slower?
Visit Missouri State Ticks. I'm waiting for you to tear up. MissouriStateTicks.com, or you can call. There, look at all the ladies.
Yeah, see? You just automatically start swaying.
836.
What is the phone number?
7678.
836-7678. Super Bowl 51 will feature two quarterbacks who rank among the best in stats and looks. The Tufts University study asked non-football fans to judge pictures of NFL quarterbacks. New England Patriots quarterback Tom Brady came in second, while Atlanta Falcons QB Matt Ryan landed 17th. The top spot, Kansas City Chiefs quarterback Alex Smith. Super Bowl 51 is next Sunday in Houston.
I think we need an Ozarks Today outing to the Journey concert.
Yeah.
All right, a different exercise to get your heart pumping on cold winter days. Still ahead, 4 drills using a speed ladder.
Time now is 6:39. Brandon's next with a slight warm-up today. The chance for weekend flurries, and the day will come close to 60 degrees.
Here's today's weather school question. It's not about Journey.
Of the following, the element that causes the most greenhouse damage is carbon dioxide, methane, or CFCs.
And now, your KY3 Storm Team forecast.
Time now is 6:42. We'll get some sunshine for our Friday.
Yep.
Yeah, we're
But right
welcoming
now-
you here with open arms.
Oh, man.
Tell you what we're going to do. Temps near 40 this weekend. Clouds are going to come back. Maybe a few flurries on Sunday. Then we warm up next week. Now let's sing some love songs.
Now let's go back to that video again.
Temps are a little colder
Waiting
this
for
morning.
Maria to tear up again.
Wow. I'm going to leave it alone. I really have lots I could say. But I would like to keep my job and keep my friends. 26 in Springfield now. Washburn's 23, 23 in West Plains, 24 in Winona, and 21 in Cole Camp. Colder to the north and east. Rolla actually down to an 11-degree wind chill this morning. They're also 21 on the thermometer. Lots of teens on the wind chill here, including Springfield, 16 over in Joplin, 17 in Rogers, and West Plains as well. So the wind isn't bad. It's going to pick up again as we go through the day. And yes, we're going to see some sun, but here's the deal. I wish I could just, put on a happy face and say, it's not going to cloud up anymore. But guess what? Here comes the next round, and it's already getting close to places like Cole Camp and Warsaw and Versailles. This is going to go across central Missouri this morning. The rest of us, I think, are going to get lots of sunshine. But central Missouri clouding up for at least a while today. And then in the broader scheme of things, some of you had a few flakes of snow yesterday. That's happening in a lot of places to the east of us. Just a lot of cold air there. It's not actually Arctic air, but we're on the back edge of this, and several of these little waves of energy are dropping south. A couple of those are going to come through this weekend, and each one will bring more cloud cover and maybe a couple of snowflakes. So let's check it out. Today, again, that cloud line coming south. It'll cover up central Missouri for a while today. Yeah, hopefully it just comes and goes, moves on. A lot of sunshine, though, on the south half. And then as we head through the afternoon and evening, a lot of sunshine. Clouds then come back tonight with the approach of wave number 1. It really looks like the atmosphere is too dry to generate anything. Can't rule out a snowflake at some point tomorrow morning. And the clouds, again, may stay locked in for a lot of spots tomorrow afternoon, especially Springfield on north. That will, of course, affect the temperature. Some brief clearing possible Saturday night, but then we cloud up again going into Sunday. You start to see a couple either sprinkles or flurries there, depending on the temperature. I think overall, though, more clouds for Saturday and Sunday than what we're going to see today. Now, here's the idea of Arctic air. It just seems like it's been fleeting. We have been way above average for January. The real pink stuff here, we're looking at temperatures above the surface, which is a gauge for what happens down here at the ground. And this aqua line is the freezing line, which is not a big deal. We're talking a few thousand feet up. You really have to get way down towards, say, 15, 20 below 0 Celsius when you're talking about Arctic air. And we just don't have that in the pattern. In fact, it lifts north early next week. We get a surge of nice warm air way back up into the 50s again. And even into next weekend, no Arctic air. And now we're into February. So it just is a weird pattern in one sense. And while we had a pretty good shot of cold back in December, we just haven't had much since then. 43 to 45. Most of you are saying, oh, yeah, I like this winter. It's going to be windy today, though, and clouds affecting central Missouri primarily. I think they're going to come back in late tonight. 26 to 28 for the low temps, and the 7-day forecast. Dry, other than that chance for a couple of flurries this weekend. About 40 Saturday, Sunday here in Springfield. We could flirt with 60 by Tuesday. Next good chance for rain comes next Friday, a week away. Weather school question this morning: of the following, the element that causes the most greenhouse damage, is it carbon dioxide, methane, or CFCs, also known as chlorofluorocarbons?
I think it's C.
I think C too,
because
but
I remember
that was a long time ago, so it's
They've actually been
still
outlawed
the same.
since the mid-90s.
Mid-90s. That's when they were banned. Okay.
Thanks, Brandon.
Time now, 6:45. Staying active as you age.
Next, the years older you could look if you don't get enough exercise.
On This Fit Life, we're talking to David Poland, Extreme Fitness, and this is a workout for winter months or a rainy day when you want to get your heart rate up.
Yeah, Paul, if you're kind of like me, you get sick of, treadmill and kind of the boring cardio stuff that you would do every day, this is a good kind of change of pace. The speed ladder, it's very cardiovascular, good for your coordination, good for balance. And it's kind of just fun to mix it up, with your current routine. It's pretty easy, and you can find these at most, sporting goods stores.
Not that much?
No, fairly inexpensive, anywhere from 20, 30 bucks.
Not bad.
So.
Not bad at all. All right, so we're going to do 4 different ways.
I'm just going to show you guys a few basic movements with these, but you can get really creative. I mean, there's thousands of ways to do these. And I really don't feel like there's a wrong way to do it. It's just, keep moving, keep your heart rate up, and so you can really get creative with some of the movements on these.
Okay.
So first one we're going to do is just a basic jump squat. And with these, we want to get nice and deep like we would for a standard squat, and keep your weight back on your heels. And we're going to go all the way down, and we're landing on our heels. We're going to go all the way through. So this would be a good one to kind of warm up with.
I notice you're landing here.
I mean, try and land in the box, but you might land a little bit, no big deal.
Okay.
This is another kind of standard one. I'm just going to go in and out. Just staying on my toes. In and out.
Okay.
Nice. Okay, this one's a little bit more advanced, but we got 2 feet in the box, 1 foot out. So 2 feet in, 1 foot out. Oh, messing up there.
This is the one you got to think through.
Yeah. A little more coordination on this one.
Okay.
Okay, last one real quick. We're going to do the skier. So I got 1 foot in, and I'm just hopping.
Ah. You can picture your skiing vacation this way.
Yeah, just like skiing. So you can even see we just did 2 down and backs, and heart rate's already up.
You can make a whole workout out of it.
Oh yeah, oh yeah.
All right, that's the way to use the speed ladder on This Fit Life.
Here's another reason to keep moving as you get older. A study found women between 64 and 95 who sat more than 10 hours a day with little exercise were biologically 8 years older than their actual age. The lead researcher says cells age faster when you don't stay active. The study recommends we exercise for at least 30 minutes every day. A former NBC News anchor is celebrating 50 years with the network.
Next, one of the biggest issues Tom Brokaw says our country is facing right now.
And now, your KY3 Storm Team forecast.
Well, we got some cold air, relatively speaking, kind of plowing through the Great Lakes and Ohio Valley. I've got some snows falling there, but we're not talking the kind that piles up and causes a lot of problems. To the west, it's actually calmed down quite a bit now, so lots of sunshine in store for a good part of the country. And a little bit warmer. So if you're traveling today, shouldn't have any big weather problems. 55 in Dallas, about 39 in Denver. Back to the west, low 60s with sunshine in LA, and looks like not too bad for Chicago if you're flying through there. A couple flurries, but that's about it. 31 there. Atlanta mid 40s and Orlando in the upper 60s today.
Guests at the Waterside Marriott and Marina in Tampa are back in their rooms this morning. A fire broke out on the roof last night, as you could see in that video. Investigators say crews had made repairs to the roof earlier in the day, and the fire ignited in some leftover debris. The flames didn't spread to the interior of any rooms.
Several New York State police officers melted hearts by offering up some puppy love. Now here's the backstory as you look at the pictures. Investigators say a speeding van driven by a Webb City, Missouri woman tipped into a ditch along an interstate. The van had more than 100 dogs inside, so officers rushed in to round up the puppies. Veterinarians treated 5 of the dogs for injuries. One puppy did have a fractured jaw, another had a fractured leg. Police say the driver wanted to deliver the puppies to local malls and pet stores for adoption.
Former NBC Nightly News anchor Tom Brokaw celebrates 50 years with the network this weekend. Dateline NBC will air a 2-hour special Sunday night. The program will look back at his career, but will also address current issues like race relations.
I think mostly because of all the good things that have happened to me. And when I do say that if I'd been one shade darker, I wouldn't have gotten any of those jobs at that time. One shade darker.
You can watch the special at 8 o'clock Sunday night right here on KY3.
Time now 6:55. Next, the overnight police chase and a man in custody.
Plus your weekend forecast. The day we have a chance for some flurries out there.